into this whole rap beef thing, man. Like, culture's not the same. What are we doing with the culture? And the guys who are at the steering wheel, steering the ship. Where are you steering us? I get it. I get it. You got a conscience. I get it. You got friends, homeboys, and it might not be your necessary personality, but this is the industry you're in. This is the game you're playing. This is who you're suiting up for. Job got to get done, and we're relying on the big dogs in the culture to make sure the culture goes the way it needs to go. And needless to say, man, I am so disappointed to get part two of this whole rap beef isn't the same conversation we had from the last episode because of one situation, the J.Cole apology.
Yeah.
I mentioned that I want to see where this thing goes, and I reserved a few of my comments last episode because I wasn't sure where this was going to go. Like, okay, maybe we're just ramping up. We're setting the stage for something monumental, even though it was underwhelming then. But maybe we're setting the stage up for something monumental. But then the air got taken out completely with this whole J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick Lamar.
Bro, we recorded the episode, posted the episodes, recorded the episode, scheduled the episode, and before it could be released, he had apologized. Killed all our talking points right off the bat. And this is the thing. From what I've gathered, I've been hearing that he had been taking shots anyway. So Kendrick really didn't come out of nowhere with this. Apparently, he had kind of said some stuff that led to Kendrick saying what he said. You know what I mean? But it was still all under the umbrella of hip hop. It wasn't nothing personal. You know what I mean? It was still just competing. And it would be no different than two athletes competing in the big game, the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It'd be the equivalent of the Super Bowl. Because ultimately, if we rapping, all we can do is put our songs up against each other in a more direct fashion, the same way that you would go in an actual game event. We go head up and see who wins. So, you know, I think Cole overthought it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe part of it was due to the reaction that his music actually received once he put it out there. You know, but I think he overthought it, man. I think he overthought it. Is ultimately what it came down to. I get, as an older male, I get stuff not sitting well in your conscience. You like, all right, man, I probably shouldn't have did that. I don't like how people are responding to that, you know, and I ain't even trying to be involved in that energy. I understand it. I don't want beef no more at this age. I don't want to have another fight a day in my life. Hopefully I'm done. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. But this is you know the essence of it. And these are two guys that are smart enough where it would never have to go to that. You know what I'm saying? I think it's understood.
But go ahead, continue.
Cole had a lot of gun talk in there too. He shouldn't have been doing that. If that's what made you uncomfortable, you should have just kept it. It didn't have to go to the pistol talk.
Yeah. And even if you did, like, okay, you could just say, I'm using this as metaphors. This is metaphorically speaking. If that's what his whole problem might have been, and you made a good point that I didn't even think about. Maybe the apologizing could have came from the reaction of the lackluster response from J. Cole from a large part. Not saying everybody felt that way, but a large part of the community, like, okay, that's a lackluster response. We ain't feeling it, Cole. And instead of stepping it up, all right, well, I'm gonna drop another one, go even harder. You do the opposite and go all the way back. You completely retract. So that kind of saves you from having to either step up the game or step up the attack or the offense or whatever, however you want to put his position at or angle him at. It's like, okay, well, instead of me having to go a little harder because they said it wasn't as good as it should have been, let me take the full 180 and take my name all the way out the hat. I have nothing to do with it. It kind of absolves you of the lackluster diss that we talked about. But
it does do that for him. And this is the other thing. Maybe that's as hard as he had on some battle stuff. Because if you actually, the bars is kind of typical of Cole. But
Yeah,
what was lackluster was the energy and the aggression that you were supposed to deliver those with. You know
and
what I'm saying?
maybe that's all he has right now, at the age of what,
Maybe it's
38, 39, however old
yeah,
he is now.
38, 39. It's maybe as far as writing. He said, "Hey man, that's about as good as I'm gonna write it." But
Yeah,
sometimes it's
and
your
they and they,
delivery. It ain't necessarily
and they
what you
weren't
wrote.
feeling that. So guess what? I'm gonna back out.
Take my hat and
I
I'm
gave him
out.
my best. Hey, I gave all I had, and they said that was lackluster. Well, guess what? I ain't got it.
Yeah,
So instead of
I'm out.
them pushing me off to the side because I don't got enough, I ain't got no more ammo in the tank or in the clip. So let me
Yeah,
just bow out and apologize. I
yeah.
hate to
About
see that.
about it. That's
I
as
hate to see
hard as
that.
I'm willing to go, and that's what I got. I'm out, y'all. That's what I think. Possible.
But then that's why I say rap beef isn't the same. It isn't the same because whether you like it or not, at whatever age you are, if you got to compete, you got to compete because unless you retire and you out the game, you got to stay sharp and ready to go. I mean,
Yeah,
Ghostface was older in age when he went at Action Bronson. When that
yeah.
whole
It
thing
was.
went down, he was in his
That's
40s.
but see, that's unfair though. Ghostface is a really aggressive dude in real life. So
True. All right, okay,
that's
okay.
unfair to
Un-
Cole, man.
Unfair, but you would. But I'm talking about caliber of rap skills. You know what I'm
Okay, but
saying?
Kendrick ain't
And I
that
give
much
him
younger than
talent
Cole. If
wise,
we being honest, what is he? Maybe a year younger, something like that.
a younger.
Like,
Yeah, they in the same. They in the same age bracket. But I
yeah,
mean, here's the thing: like you're in this. You're. It's like okay, are you playing basketball and you on this basketball court because you just want to have fun with it? But when I ask you to compete and we're in the finals, the way I look at it is this is not an all-star game like we kind of liken it to. Then you say, oh, is this 2024 all-star game? No, this is the
yeah,
NBA finals is what I'm looking at it, or this is the Super Bowl. And I get it, you 38, but guess what? If LeBron goes to the NBA finals, I'm expecting to see LeBron perform. I'm
yeah,
expecting to see LeBron go at people's neck. I get you, 39, your legs tired. You got a lot of miles on your legs, but you're supposed to be the best of the best on the highest stage, on the biggest stage. Lights are
yeah.
on,
It
attention's on
ain't time for
you.
load management.
No, we got to
Yeah,
go. So get out. Hey, if this ain't your, if this get out the sport, then if you ain't trying to win it for the championship, go ahead and retire. Go play. Go play in the gentleman's league. Then
yeah,
go play in the retiremen's league. Go play rec ball. You know what I'm saying? If this ain't you, but I get it. It's music, and music is a little different from sports. But at the same time, when you're considered the best of your era, the best of the moment now, you got it because you're still in it. You're still wearing the jersey. You're still wearing the hip hop jersey. So we still want it. We still want to see you. We still want to see that competitive nature. Once LeBron retires, he takes off that Lakers jersey and he's just walking around with a suit and doing interviews. Okay. But when Kobe was still playing, we wanted to see Kobe go at people.
yeah. You know what I think is disappointing with the whole Cole situation is the fact that lately he's been going around pounding on his chest like he been wanting smoke with somebody. He been talking again, always. Caught you.
And it got
Cole
me on
been
my hand this time
and
too.
your white shirt. But look, check it out. So Cole's been kind of pounding on his chest around here lately. He been feeling himself, like you know what I'm saying. He feeling like the
Yeah.
king around here. Like he been saying, "I'm the best. I don't. Hey, anybody can't nobody mess with me right now." So it made us all feel like, "Oh, he in his stride." Like if it came to that, he gonna be with that. But once again, I'm not looking for the battle to turn into this. How y'all threatening to shoot each other? I want to hear y'all bar up and be clever. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's all they really needed to do. Like it didn't have to be this thing where y'all were. You felt like the energy was getting too negative. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't about being negative. You a smart dude. I want to hear you outthink him in the ring. In the
Yeah.
ring. You know what I'm saying? When y'all go, not how violent you can be towards him. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say he overthought it. First of all, he had been setting himself up to be prepared for this moment by the way he'd been talking. And then when the moment came, he kind of he curved out in dog
Yeah.
terms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not willing to go as far as some people where they're saying it ain't no big three no more. Take him out the conversation. I think
No,
the
you know,
guy
no, no, no.
still,
He's still nice. Yeah, he's still
yeah,
one of the best of the best. But it's just a
yeah,
whole when we talk about culture, we talk about how the approach to the game is when it comes to that's it's part of the culture. It's part of hip hop. It is,
Yeah.
you know. So it's just a part of the game. And then you made a good point too that he's been going around pounding his chest. I'm the best. I'm the best. I'm one of the big three. I'm one of the big three. But then when you have to play the game as if you're one of the big three, you got to participate. You got to put up. You got to
Yeah.
put up. Because if you're sitting back humble, Eminem, he's not talking as much, right? So if Eminem was still out here pounding his chest and then somebody come at Eminem, guess what? I want to see Eminem respond. But if somebody come at Eminem right now, okay, he might not respond or he might come out with something and then backtrack, but we're not expecting it from Eminem right now in 2024 because he's not
Yeah.
going around pounding his chest like he's the best. But once you're putting yourself out there, prepare for the onslaught. Prepare for somebody to try to knock you off the top.
Yeah.
Prepare for somebody to try to make some separation. If you're saying, hey, these are the big three, and somebody's like, nah, it's just me, I'm gonna make some separation between me and you. But you're saying that, hey, we the big three. I need you to show,
And
hey,
I'm Ali.
no, bring yourself back.
We the big three, and I'm Ali. Come on, bro. You looking for you looking? That's I'm the best. I'm the GOAT. That's what you said. Like
You said that.
I'm,
You said that. You know what I'm saying? So that's I'm glad you made that point too, because that takes everything out the equation. You put yourself there to say, hey, look, I'm ready for smoke because I'm putting myself here and I'm giving myself this title in this position of this Mount Rushmore of this big three. I'm this guy. This is
yeah.
my place and my stature amongst the best of the best. So
Yeah.
you got to be ready. You got to be ready to defend that title. You got to be ready to defend it.
And
Now, if
he
you
don't
ain't
get the
saying
whole
it, you ain't wearing the
backpack cop
belt.
out
Yeah.
either. Because for me, we can go through the history of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? We can start where we're at now and work our way back. I mean, if you look at a Drake ain't really a gangster rapper. I don't care how crazy he's been talking these most recent years. His essence is not a gangster rapper, but he competed when he needed to compete. Not competed yet, which I expect a response out of him, but I don't expect it anytime soon. You know,
No.
But he competed when he needed to compete. Then you can even go back to okay, everybody makes the Nas comparison, and Nas is a little more of a street poet. You know what I'm saying? Nas is not backpack like Cole, so that's even the Nas is a little unfair because Nas will talk about busting his gun and all that other stuff, but Nas competed. But a more fair comparison would be Common Sense.
I was gonna say Common, Black Thought.
He knuckled up Black Thought and LL Cool J. You know what I'm saying? LL was the love song guy, and when he had to knuckle up, he knuckled up and came out victorious. So these are all guys who
this
are
Common
not of
Sense
that gangster
when a
rap.
crochet hat. But when people took shots at Common, guess what? Common was ready, like you said, to knuckle up. I'm sparring back. Let's go. I got these bars ready. Black Thought saying when he ready to go, hey, I got it. But Talib Kweli. All the people in the
Eminem,
background.
even Eminem's not no gangster rapper, but he bar up in a second. Like,
So that's no cop out. Here we go again. This brings us every time. We never even made a point. Even every time we try to find a way to get Cole out of it, you can't get out of it. You can't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Not if you want the title. Not if you want to put yourself in that conversation. Not if you want to give yourself a label. No, there's no way out of it. There's no way.
Yeah. I get where he was trying to go, but I don't think he had to go there. I don't think he had. I think it's in his. It feels like an excuse. I hate to dismiss this guy's feelings as an excuse, but he didn't have to come out. I'm gonna just say that he didn't have to come out. He felt how he felt, and he's entitled to come out if he feels the need to. But you know, I understand why we all upset with why the general public is upset with him because he didn't need to. He should have just.
Yeah, you made a point. Like at a certain age, you want to get away from beef and like we had people that we didn't get along with, or we had beef with in our teens and early 20s and stuff like that. But then as we get older, we want more peace. We value our peace more, and I get all of that. But guess what? you're still in the game. You're still wearing a jersey. Stop pounding your
And
chest. Don't pound your chest no more. Just make your music
yeah,
and just have fun and enjoy life. Just make your music. Don't pound your chest no more. You negate all of that when you pound your chest.
yeah,
When
I
you
agree
see
with that.
the title and you're holding the belt, you got to be prepared for somebody to come at you to want to take that belt.
Yeah. That's the ultimate point. That's the ultimate takeaway from it all. Cole, you still are who you are. You still, whether everybody want to go on their little, it's only two now. It ain't no more big three. Everybody want to end the big three. The big three still exists. Cole's still that guy. He still put out a great album that just got overshadowed by,
The
this
whole year.
controversy. But ultimately, moving forward, stop pounding your chest. Don't let this kill your confidence as who you are, but you got to express it in other ways, man. You don't get to pound your chest for a while, man, because
You don't get to
you
pound your
ain't
chest.
gonna defend it if somebody come by. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
instead of being the gorilla out there pounding your chest, just peacock. You get the
Peacock.
peacock now. You just put your little
Yeah, yeah,
feathers
yeah,
up and
yeah.
walk around and look cute, but you don't get to actually no diddy. But you don't get to actually beat on your chest like you one of the apes and the gorillas out there ready for something.
Simple
That's
as
the
that.
answer, man.
Simple as that. Yeah, man. So I'm starting to feel like we're done with the '90s, man. Starting to feel like it. Might have a valid point. Man, things just ain't the same. But anyway, man.
No, they done. Yeah, we done with it. The 90s, we ain't getting it back. They making sure that
They're
because
making
they
sure
ain't got none of the
even,
characteristics of the
even
90s.
our peer group, even those at our peer group,
Yeah.
who got enough cloth from the night. Cole, you got to never mind. Anyway, I'm going for another 30 minutes talking about this. Anyway,